Well, let's take this outside, see how it does in the wilderness. Hello everyone, this is Charles BridgTec with another flashlight review, this time from Wurkkos. Now I was sent this by them directly. This here is their TS30. Comes in this box. So let's wait no further. Let's open it up, see what's in. Right away, you get a user manual. Got a lot of different operations that you can do with this. We'll go over the basics. Now we'll go ahead, get started here with an 18650 battery adapter tube. Get one USB charging cable. This is a type C. You get a lanyard and 2 O-rings. Sure there's nothing else in here. Now down in here is a very aggressive tactical bezel, and you can put that on there, making it very aggressive. Now these aren't super sharp, but they're definitely going to hurt someone if you have that on the light and need it for self-defense. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the light. There it is. Smooth finish right offhand. Does have like a little bit of a semi-gloss to that. Side switch. No tail switch on here. That does stick out a little bit past the body. The other end here is the charging port. Topping it off or charging it on the go. Feels good in the hand. Relatively compact. You can table stand that if you need to. Some heat sinking here on the head of the light. This area here is no roughness to it, but it may help with not slipping out of your hand. Style and design on this is very nice. Got that gray bezel on here. You can remove that, and we'll go ahead and do that now. That's what it looks like without it. If you don't want it on there at all, it's really up to you. And that's how tactical that looks. Isn't that crazy? Doesn't look that bad actually. It's definitely going to affect the beam, so I'll show you it with and without. I will definitely be taking it off, but I just wanted to show that to you. Now the machining and finish on this light is very nice. I've done quite a few reviews on Wurkkos lights in the past, and they are very nice, especially for the price. Very budget friendly. big market out there for these lights, not only for myself but other people that don't want to spend a lot of money on a light, but they want the quality. Alright, so now let's go ahead and take a look here at the 3 LED design there. 3 individual reflectors. Those are smooth reflectors, running 3 luminous SST40 LEDs. Try to get a good picture of that, what that looks like. Alright, so now let's go ahead and take this light all apart. Remember, this is a complete kit, comes with the battery. There's the tail spring, very heavy duty. As you can see there, that is a dual spring design. Got a little bit of grease there on the O-ring, but that's it. Now we'll take the battery out here. You want to remove this piece here off the battery. Here is the 21700 cell. This is an unprotected cell. Use care when charging it. This is 4800 milliamp. Now this is a 20 amp cell, flat top. Should provide you plenty of power to run this light. You will need the higher amp in order to do so. I'm going to take the barrel off the head of the light. Straight contact point there on the head, as you can see. A little bit of grease there on that O-ring. Now let's go ahead and put it all back together, and let's go through the UI. Now it does flash one time, let you know that it is ready to go as far as to power up. There's the battery level indicator. It is there behind the side switch. It is on. Now default, this is set on ramping, so we're going to go ahead and raise it up just slightly. If you let off the button, it will go back down the next time you push it. Press and hold. It's the highest level output. Look at that. Let me turn this down just a little bit. It's a little bit too bright for this camera. So as you can see here, nice combination beam. It's got a large hotspot here. It does have a lot of bleeding around the edge of that. It's typical for multi-LED lights, but it's still round, so that's impressive. Probably going to have some pretty decent throw on that. Now on any light level, if you do want to access turbo, you can simply double click. We'll get you turbo. Double click again. We'll go down to the lowest light output that you had it on, so you can choose. Now that's great, so if you only need that momentarily blinding light output, you have it at a spur of the moment. Not recommended that you run it all the time at that light level. Your battery will not last as long, that's for sure. And you're right back at the bottom. Now you can ramp it back up. This does have memory mode, so if you click it one time, turn it back on, it will memorize the last light output that you had it on. Now from off, you can click it 4 times to lock it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll give you a blink that it's now locked. It will literally only come on the lowest light output. Now in order to unlock this light, you want to simply untwist the barrel of the head of the light, screwing it back in. Now you unlock the light and you're back in business. It's really up to you on what you want to do. At that point, from off, you can click it 3 times, 1, 2, 3, will get you strobe, and that is really intense. And that is variable on the flash. Double click that will go to turbo. Triple click that again will go to strobe. Clicking it one time will go back down to the last light output that you had it on. Okay, now normally the default mode, user mode, is stepping on this, but mine was ramping. So now we're going to go ahead and change it to stepping to show you how to do it. Now from off, you can press and hold, the light will come on, and you'll wait 5 seconds, and it'll blink just like that. Now we're on the stepping mode. Now you can do it either way, one at a time if you want, or you can hold that down. It'll quickly cycle through those light levels, and from here you triple click to get strobe, just like ramping. Click it one time, it will go back to the last light output that you had it on, which was the highest output. That's now the lowest. Now from the stepping, I want to go back to ramping. You're going to press again and hold from off. You'll get that confirmation blink, it is on. Now you're back in ramping. So two really easy UI modes that you can use. A couple little extra things that you can do with it if you want. Read that owner's manual. Don't lose the manual, and if you do, probably find one online. But in any case, nice build quality on this. On the low, a little bit on the heavy side, especially for its size. So let's wait no further. Let's take this bad boy out, see how it does in the wilderness. We are out here in the darkness with the Wurkkos TS30, the multi-LED version. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to turn it on. It is on. Very low light output here, great for up close. There it is on the fence, kind of give you an idea. I'm going to ramp it up here a little bit so we can see a little farther. There we go. Good color temperature on this as well. 65 feet to this tree from where I'm standing. "35 feet to the water spout." And it is making 138 feet there to the tree of life. And we're going to go ahead and ramp it up on the tree of life a little bit more. There we go. And it is faintly making 238 feet there. So that's impressive. Making the school. It's got some pretty good range on this. Does have a little bit of a halo here at the edge of the beam. Nothing to complain about. Easily making it across the park to those playgrounds. Alright, well, let's raise it up a little bit more. There we go. Nice coverage. Spill area is more than usable. Easily making it across the park to those playgrounds now. Second one's over there. I list all my distances to my testing area out here, so you know exactly how far things are. 238 feet to that tree there. 138 feet here. Alright, let's go to the highest outputs, see how it does. There's the highest output there. It's a lot of lumens. Easily making that tree there. Yeah, that's 238 feet. Look at that. All coming from this little light. Relatively a tight beam on here. Tree line. Fence line. Impressive light output, beam performance on this. These are making those trees way out there. Playing around with the dedicated thrower version of this, and it's amazing. And faintly making those palm trees now, both of them. Alright. Hope you enjoyed those night shots. Okay, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed those night shots. Very nice performance, especially for the light output that you're going to get from this light. Truly very impressed with the performance of it. Now this does get really hot. Really like the fact that they went with a very nice powerful battery to get you those light outputs. Now it's not recommended to run at that high output of light for long periods of time. This will easily run at 1500 lumens without cycling down. Did very well, especially if it's cooler outside. So it really kind of depends on your environment. Now I just want to go ahead and show you how the tactical ring here, the very aggressive one that is, changes the beam a little bit, the way it's shaped. Now that's something you can choose if you want to turn on, but just kind of show you there, ramp it up a little bit, and kind of see how it kind of reflects off, causes some shadowing and some weird artifacts there in the beam. But if you take it off, and if you don't mind, you can see without the tactical ring on there, very aggressive that is, but the regular does not affect the beam at all. So that's why I showed it with this particular ring on there. A lot of nice features. Strobe is extremely bright. Some of the other flashlights that I've tested, they kind of cycle down on both strobe and SOS. So you've got a lot of neat little options. You can kind of change this whatever preference you want to do. But personally, I think it's good right out of the box. If it's on stepping and you prefer ramping, it's easy to do. Alright. Well, I want to thank Wurkkos for sending me this to review. Now, if this is something you are interested in getting, remember this is a complete kit. I will leave a link down in the description where you can get this. Also working on a special discount code will help you save some money on this, just in case you're interested in getting it. Well, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please share, like, and subscribe. That way I can bring more of these lights from Wurkkos to you in the future. Thanks for watching. Take care.